Welcome today, lovely people, all you new subscribers to Live from the Spiritual Courts of Equity. My name is Angela Miller and this is Concordia Consularis, the spiritual and business agency of the Fifth World of Peace. Today, we're going to be talking and resolving with Alana from Australia. And this is going to be a really, really informative expression of resolution for you that are listening. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just going to introduce Alana to you. And there we go. And just go back to that view. Hello, Alana. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hello, Angela. It's really good to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks for coming on. You've had a very interesting journey. Could you give our listeners a little overview as to what you've come here to resolve today? Did I fuzz out? Did you hear me? Can you hear me?
I am at the end of a work cycle that's been 22 years now. An overview of why I'm here today. It is a little bit glitchy. Yeah.
Okay. So if you just go on and just give a little bit of background to your journey. You've had quite an intense spiritual journey so far, haven't you?
Yeah, more falls into place as to what I've gone through or what I may have been going through during different times. So to get some more information or to get the reconciliation with that would be absolutely amazing. When it comes to mental health, my career choice, a family history with an abusive alcoholic father. I think that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, I do have, Alana did give me a rundown of the things that have happened to her. She's led quite an exciting life for someone so young, and it takes its toll. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to knock off my camera so that we can have a better connection. Stop video, and I'll do the same for you too. Okay. So what we're going to do is to just open the spiritual courts of equity for you today. And just take a deep breath in, dear, and we're just going to start letting go of all impacts that you've experienced in this lifetime and other lifetimes. Okay? So just breathe into your heart. And you're letting go of all the shock, devastation, terror, fear that you have experienced at the hands of others. And if you could describe how the process feels. Alana is quite an. Hello, Alana. Can you hear me, my dear?
Hello. Yes, I can. I'm still here.
Okay, so we just began a process, and it began to sort of connection started to go a bit squiffy. So we're still in that process. And we've opened everything up, all the spiritual courts of equity. I've got all your lives running there. I'm talking to all aspects of yourself that could not come into this reality or ground in any way, shape or form. So what I want you to do is just breathe into your heart. Breathe in deeply at the core of your being. You are a huge being here, which you already know. So just breathe into the heart, focus in there and let go. This is your opportunity for your soul to let go of all the baggage in this no time experience, this infinite experience. So just breathe in and just soften in there. All the debacles you've experienced, the people that just haven't done right by your soul in this lifetime. And in this moment of your apex, the apex of you, you're going to take an overview of all of your existence. But we're letting go of some very deep traumas here, very deep levels of shock that you've personally experienced because of your incredibly sensitive dynamics. And how does that feel?
It feels like that's the way that I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to have all that extra stuff.
Yeah. So let's just let go of all the baggage that isn't yours, just so you can get a clear snapshot of what you've had to carry in this lifetime. And this is, your ancestors are all here, all of your beings, all those that have affected you across time, seen and unseen. And we're really digging deep here into your physical body. All those tears of grief, it's time to let those go. Of why this has happened, the confusion, the things that people said in the unseen as well as the seen. And we're realigning you to hold a stronger frequency of you. And can you describe what emotions you're feeling in your body?
I'm feeling tight and a bit of resistance in my chest.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like my heart is in a cage.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to unlock the cage to let it out.
Okay. So if you can, as a soul, remove all limitations that you've put in your own way,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you, is the cage still there?
No, it's still there, but it's open.
Okay. So who built the cage?
I did.
Okay. So just move it out of the way and dissolve it, could you?
Okay.
I'm going to really push you on this, Alana, because you're an amazing being and you have this superpower capability in your own existence. This is the self-protection and limitation that you put on yourself because you couldn't be yourself, darling.
Okay.
Wow. You just let go of a whole lot of stuff in an instant. So we're just going to take that light into your heart. And what colour do you see?
I saw a pale yellow, then a pink.
Okay. So this is the soft part of you. The soft part of you that you couldn't ever experience or allow the experience of being hurt because you've been hurt so much. So on a multidimensional level, we're just going to retrieve all parts of you back. Lost, missing, out of phase. We're going to bring you into complete alignment with Earth. This is what you've been waiting for all of your life. For the right people to give you the heads up as to what to do. If you could describe your physical sensations during this process, that's really good for our listeners to hear.
I'm getting a little bit of tingling in my arms. The chest tightness is reducing. It's sort of slowly reducing. And I feel like I need to fill up a big gap. So I'll just...
You don't fill anything up right now. Just let go. We're creating space. We're creating space for the real, authentic you here in this moment. You don't need to do anything, darling. It's okay. We've got you. Okay. We're going to take that clearing into the other parts of your body, into your womb. Now, you've just had a baby not so long ago. Is that right?
Yes, she's 20 months old.
Yeah. And how was the birth?
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. How long? How long was the labour?
The labour was 24 hours, and I ended up in an emergency Caesar.
Okay. So we're just letting go of some emotions here that are specific to women that have C-sections. Sometimes you feel like you failed to birth naturally. That's very common. There is grief because you really wanted it so much. So we're just going to let all that go. All the impacts from your womb.
There is some guilt there. I didn't have a birth plan as such, but the guilt comes from my work history and still making certain choices that potentially led to damaging or hurting her. So there is guilt there, and I'm feeling tight across the back of my shoulder and the top of my back as I say this. Yeah.
And have you had any type of therapy for hip realignment or any type of craniosacral work done for that? All the carrying the child on one hip, you know, holding in one arm and feeding, all of that kind of stuff. That's what I'm going to recommend.
I haven't done anything.
As soon as you can.
Okay.
Also for baby too.
Okay.
Although she's probably on the move tearing everything down by now, right?
Yes.
Good. That's the way it should be. Okay. So we're just going to go deeper into your past lives, your past experiences of birthing. And we're letting go of the toxicity from your previous job in that industry. All accumulations, deposits. And I want you to really forgive yourself for that. Because, you know, you're really holding that sense of unforgiveness towards self. And now it's needed more than ever, as you're a mother going forward in this life.
I'm feeling a lot of stuff from my upper body and torso and chest coming out.
Yeah, liver, spleen, gallbladder, your frustration on earth. Just let it all go. All the times you wanted to die. There's a tremendous release coming to give you the heads up from your womb, through your vagus nerve, through your emotional core. And it's going to wave out of your body and release like steam. Also your mother and father impacts as well here. We're just going to begin letting them go bit by bit through all your ancestral line. We're bringing your whole ancestral lineage, your light lineage, in for resolution 2, so that you're not carrying anything. Time to let go of all of that.
I can feel it coming off my arms.
Tremendous fear that was put upon you since birth as you came in. What year were you born?
1984.
Okay. How was your birth? How did your mother give birth to you naturally? Was it a stressful birth?
Yes, but there was forceps involved. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we're just going to let go of that. Kind of compressed you on the way out and affected your natural expansion of your neural technology. You have a specific neural technology that is able to process high volumes of data. In particular, it's quite unique to you as well. But you didn't get the birth expansion because of the forceps. And we're just going to remove the imprints of that. It might feel a bit funny in the head. We are working with your neural networks of your neocortex here, your limbic system, and all the other glands and organs there. But also your frontal lobes and above your ears. It might feel a bit bizarre. And also we're letting go of adrenal stress. Now, these are in subcutaneous layers in the body. I'm just going to start moving them off as we let go of the pain you incarnated with. Okay, so your lineage are here. I'm just looking at them. What happened? Where's your father's line from? Are they European?
Yes, European, German, Swiss, Polish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where's your mother's lineage from?
They came on the first fleet to Australia.
Okay.
And then before that was Irish, so a few generations back to in Australia, and then European and some distant relatives on the east coast of America.
Okay. Your Irish lineage rock, really? Very strong women. Okay, so we're just engaging with a process with them all. And you're going to feel that in the heart now.
Mm-hmm.
Just allow it in. This is the pure love and wisdom. And we're going to connect you to that with your daughter into your future. It's going to come back to you into the front. And how does that feel?
It feels good. My skin's been a bit tingly the last few minutes.
Good.
And it feels tight in the chest, but not like it was before. It's not an anxious type of tight. It's like it's an old feeling.
Yeah. So we're going to face your father's lineage. There's a lot of sort of inter-country fighting and movement here. A lot of warring impacts here too. This is quite common in the paternal line. There's always going to be some kind of fighting, battling, some sort of domination and control suppression.
Mm-hmm. One was a knight a little bit back around the 14th century.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, because I'm not guessing, I'm seeing there is that Templar activity.
Yep, he lived in Malta, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I wasn't going to say, I was waiting to see if you could see it, if my hunch was wrong. But,
oh, yep. God, they're waving or jumping up and down. Notice my uniform. That's
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's funny. Anyway, that's just a personal thing. They appear in the most bizarre outfits that I have to translate. Anyway, so we're just going back before that. Oh, this is interesting. So there's Swiss input. Now, from what I can see, so it was the father's lineage on the first ship. Is that correct? One of the first ones in?
That was mother's line.
Mother's line, okay. Father's line, when did they arrive to Australia?
That was my grandmother. She was German, Swiss German, and she came over the early 1900s. She was very young. And then my grandfather, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know much of his history.
Okay. And what was the motivation for them? Why did they emigrate?
I don't know.
Okay.
My father was orphaned at 14, and he was in a boys' home, so he's got very little knowledge of more history. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this. Was your father abused?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're just going to let go of those impacts. You really felt them. So we're just going into your DNA. There is deep masses of intergenerational trauma there. This is why he was an alcoholic. He had to suppress everything. Mm-hmm. The abuse was too great, which is quite common. Mm-hmm. Mm. Is he still alive in this lifetime?
Yes.
Okay, so we're just engaging with another process to go back beyond the Templar activity. But what we have here is a lot was stolen from your lineage, but they also took a lot from there. There's masses of karma there. It's actually quite interesting how the Cathars come back into it in this moment. There was mass destruction and killing going on. Yeah, and that had spread through Europe to Vatican, Italy. They took the annihilation.
They did have a relation.
Go on.
Apologies. Apologies. Just quickly, I did have another relation on Dad's side that was a Swiss Guard too.
Ah, right. Okay, so that historically is a huge karma to bear. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a process for them all. We're all going in pure resolution. You're showing them the future generations do not need this, and that they should maybe obey some sort of personal chivalric honor code, because they carried the individual karma, not the church. But they're also looking for the technology to shut it down. So this is where there could have been conflicting aspects in your career.
Okay.
So I'm just in this moment going to pull in the 15. Wow, they were heavily involved with them, okay? And that's not to feel bad, it's just perceiving the connections between them and your paternal line. So would you say, I mean, this is what I'm reading, is that there is quite an elitist programming here. And let's just get that removed. That doesn't serve anyone. Okay. Just showing the paternal line and the light line, the barriers and the costs to your future generations. And I'm just showing them you. And I know that they didn't have the comprehension of that, but I'm showing them so that they can remove and release everything that they put onto you.
Well, that's coming from somewhere deep.
Yeah.
That's right down in my gut.
Yep.
Coming out.
Good. So just breathe into the heart. Oh, that's a biggie. That's good. Okay, so we just...
My heart feeling quite heavy.
Yeah.
And my throat too.
Yeah. Because you couldn't voice it. You couldn't voice the origin of it. You know, and that comes from having to suppress your own voice. So all great forgettings, I'm asking that they be remembered. Now, there is a pharmaceutical element to the system there. And let's just, I'm just going to look at that because this is a bit more detailed. And this is about what you personally engaged with at that system, with that system. It wasn't, you know, the herbalism, the wise woman protocols come from your mother's line.
Okay.
Right. Now that feels like a lot from your perspective has been swept out. And we're just, if you can just explain to the 15, it's time for them to go from your reality, remove their impacts from your journey. You tell them.
I want to say kindly,
yeah,
I've had enough.
Yeah, tell them.
I've had enough. We've had enough. And this isn't going forward any further.
Yeah.
So it's time to step back. It's time to step out.
And do the honourable thing. Not that they know honour, but your lineage does. So there is a strong esoteric imprint that I'm just requesting to be removed here. Comes from...
I get very defensive at the infiltration, so
yeah,
it is anger and sort of stuff that with anything coming near us.
Yeah. It's getting all locked out of your reality. And just describe the physical process for me. I'm just going to do some other negotiations on your behalf.
I am still got some feeling in my chest, but it's moved to the right of my chest a little bit, and also a little bit lower. So it's it feels like that old sort of digging up. The rest of my body feels okay.
Good.
Just a little bit twisted.
Okay. As a mother, what percentage do you feel connected to the earth?
I feel like I had a lot of shifts last week, and I'm feeling at the moment now, today, that I'm in an initiation type phase. I had a simple sort of statement drop in about being with the mother, on the mother, and letting the mother come through me, with my own self as a mother, with Earth Mother, and the Great Mother too. So there was sort of a lot of shifting happening with that just recently.
Brilliant. Perfect. Right, there's a lot of grief attached to this old feeling that you're experiencing in your stomach. This is paternal grief that you were built upon. So we just get engaging with that and digging really deep down to the cellular levels. Right, and I'm just bringing in all aspects of you and all scenarios, time scenarios, stories across time, your story. And as you look back, what would you say the biggest learning is for you?
That's a hard question to answer.
From the heart, darling, from the heart.
I'm getting the words joy and love, how to love again, how to love purely. How to be in union with myself, with others, with community. It's such a lifelong journey learning for me.
And it's been really hard at times, I'm sure. Did you think you were going to make it?
No. It was difficult living through the day. I was on even hour to hour. Some days I broke it down to hour to get through, and shorter. I just had to get through that, and if I got through it, great. But never did I think I'd have a daughter or a child.
And then the whole world changed, right?
Yep. It was a big about turn.
Right, just start feeling that love come back to you, my darling. This is yours, what you should have had.
I can feel it coming in sort of through my stomach and up my arms.
It's going to feel a bit intense. Your maternal line is really, really doing, amazing with you. The ease, the grace.
Thank you.
Just really feel it. And allow those tears to flow. And allow those words of your own personal authenticity to be present in your body. And just feel that strength, wisdom, and support.
Well, there's a lot coming into my heart now, yes. I can physically feel it.
Just receive it. Don't hold back. You are safe to love at this level.
It feels quite solid too, quite strong, like it's a foundation.
Yeah. So we're just going to expand that feeling through every single cell in your body and through all the spaces in between.
My whole body's tingly and my fingers are tingly.
Good. All good physical signs of reconnection. That your light can enter those spaces where you've literally sank the traumas to survive. Just feel your willpower and strength returning. And just feel the paternal support and love that should have come to you, come through now. Your entire light line do not wish you to experience any more trauma. So I'm just negotiating.
I feel like I'm being a big... Sorry.
That's okay. I was just doing a negotiation in the background with the 15 and them and their spiritual contracts and the things that they've done. But go ahead.
I feel like it's a big cloak coming around me to encompass and cover me, but it's a light, it's a cloak of light.
Okay, I'm just going to check that out. Where has it come from?
Above me.
Okay.
What? It's like it was enveloping me, like wrapping around.
Okay. I'm just going to do something here because that's not quite a usual protocol that we use because you are pure light. So is there any aspect of you trying to protect you in this moment? Because it feels quite enormous. Okay. So these are your protection protocols. They no longer serve you because you are pure light. Mm-hmm. Okay. And nothing can harm you anymore. So let's just look at all self-sabotage, self-limitation. You are safe.
It's been a reaction through my family line.
Yeah.
They thought they think they're protecting me, so they didn't have the awareness of that.
So okay. I'm just letting them know that you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to hide. It's not a mission. You're not working for any particular faction. You are liberated in your own free light. Mm-hmm. Right, just feel like your paternal line are rocking that.
Like, yeah. They're like, oh yeah, high-fiving and things. Like, oh, great. They're like, yes,
we've changed. No more fighting and warring. It's all good. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They were jumping up and down that family.
I know. I'm pulling my arms up.
What?
We'll get a dance later. There'll be some there that remember me anyway. From those times. My word. The joy and celebration is just phenomenal. Yeah. It's just such a deep, sacred honor to do this work. I love these beings and I love these lineages that come through. And thank you again, I'm going to say this, thank you for coming on and sharing this tremendous experience. It's really a deep honor, a very sacred opportunity to witness such transformation and resolution. Right, we're just making sure we've got all bits of you that were lost, stolen, phased out. Just putting the call out there. I'm just saying to all of them, all these aspects, that you're all required for this motherhood role and for this new role in your future career. A ripple of joy waves out through the universe. It's great. There's one little tiny piece that has been smashed apart. So I'm just going to work with her a moment.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little unsure. What could you say to this aspect of yourself that is a little bit unsure of what's happening? She's a very young part of you, but she represents your core essence.
It's okay to come out. You don't have to hide anymore. We are all here with you. And we all stand together.
And give your love to her as a mother.
I love you.
Right. Wow.
Ooh.
She's a beauty.
Hey, come have a hug.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Honestly, it'll bring tears to my eyes. Just so beautiful. Right, we're just going to upshift you and do some other work on your energetics so that you can hold this frequency. It's a bit like stabilizing and grounding.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, in this moment, forgive yourself for all that happened. And just say it out loud. I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Twice more.
I forgive myself. I forgive myself.
Just feel that inside, deep within. Now, can you accept the apologies coming into you?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And can you forgive them?
Yes, I can. And I will, and I do.
Now we're just going to bring those parts of you back fully in. And just for a moment, can you tell me what percentage of ancestral karma and system debt you have?
I feel like it's a lot.
What does your heart say?
80%.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask your soul to complete this.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
And it's going fast.
That's right. This is going to be amazing for your daughter. She won't have to carry this. And that's why I encourage parents to really, really dig deep like you have done, so our future generations can live free on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done exactly that. Tell me when you get to 0.
Okay. Okay, it's getting closer. And is that it?
Did you see that ping off that last bit?
Yeah. I saw a ping in my human eye outside.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's great.
Oh, this
How
light just darted across. And I feel like the emotion of finally, but also so much deep gratitude and thanks. It's an understatement. I can't even tell you in this human body how much everybody is thankful for it. And I actually got some shift start to happen yesterday morning, and they were all standing with me as the representative working through the session with you. And I just started crying. Just started having streams of coming home. I'm coming home. Yeah. It was beautiful.
I'm just goosebumping all over. It is beautiful. It brings tears to my eyes too. Really, it does. It's just so amazing. And it just, moments like this make all the hard times that I've experienced worthwhile, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
And I know you get that.
I know.
Wow. So I'm just going to pop my camera back on just a moment here and bring you, where are you? Let's get you back. And we'll pray for the connection to stabilize. Wow. Your skin tone has changed, like radiating. I'm so
happy. It's like I can't stop smiling.
Honestly, I could cry. It's so amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. So go and get the craniosacral work done just for the realignment of hips and shoulders. That's huge.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially the lower part by L1 to L3 from the pelvis there. Needs a bit of loosening up, love. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Ready for number 2.
I know. Well, this is going to be so tremendous for moving forward with that as well. So
yeah, you just let me know when you do that. Okay, you let me know when you plan to.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. It won't be far away.
Not this Christmas.
This is monumental. Well, this is monumental in it, really. So, what a contribution to expanding a family. Thank you.
You know, that to me brings me the most joy in this work. My speciality subject that I love dearly is women's health and well-being in children. And it's so dear to my heart because of my own experiences. And I know we can help children to come through in a very different way. And that is there is no price you can put on that. It's just beautiful. I have no words, no human words for it. So yeah, I'm very pleased. Keep in touch. Let me know how you go. Have a really great Christmas. Go and give that baby a big squidge and a wrestle.
Yeah, she was a little bit in the background, so sorry if that.
No, that's distracting. Good. No, it wasn't at all. She was just letting us know.
She is a part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all for her and you. But, carrying that mother energy forward is going to be tremendous. And
okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
So I'm just sharing with everyone. Thank you for joining us. today. This has been an absolutely beautiful resolution. I'm glad I didn't wear mascara. It's just been so phenomenal. And this is the entitlement that you can have on this planet. So thank you for joining Spiritual Courts of Equity Live. My name is Angela Miller, and Concordia Consularis is the world's premier spiritual and business agency of peace. And I give million, billion, trillion, Google Unlimited, and all the other numbers that haven't yet been invented. Thanks for that. So thank you very much. Join us next week.